Hey everyone, welcome back to English Sound. This is the podcast where you get two benefits at the same time. First, you get to improve your English listening and vocabulary in a natural way. Second, you learn about productivity, time management, and self-development. So while your English gets stronger, your life skills grow too. That's the win-win we're all here for. Now, let me ask you, have you ever sat down with the intention to study for an hour, but then, 15 minutes later, you find yourself scrolling through Instagram or watching TikTok videos? You promised yourself just 5 minutes, but suddenly, it's been half an hour. If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not the only one. Today, we're going to talk about how to study with deep focus without getting distracted, especially by your phone and social media. Why focus feels impossible today. Let's be honest, focusing today is harder than ever before. Our phones are like little machines of distraction. They are filled with apps that are designed to steal our attention. Every beep, vibration, or notification is like a tiny hook pulling our brain away from what matters. And here's the truth, it's not your fault. It's not because you're lazy or because you don't have enough willpower. The system is designed this way. Think about it, social media companies make money when you spend more time scrolling. That means they have one goal: keep you on the app as long as possible. That's why the infinite scroll exists. That's why videos autoplay. That's why notifications are red, because red is a color that grabs attention. When you understand this, you realize that fighting distraction is not just about personal discipline, it's about building a smart strategy. Step 1, change your environment. Imagine trying to eat healthy while keeping a box of donuts on the table in front of you. It would be torture. The best strategy is not to rely on willpower, but to change the environment. The same is true with focus. If your phone is lying right next to you on the desk, of course you're going to check it. Your brain will crave that instant hit of entertainment. So, the first rule is simple: put your phone away. Not just in your pocket, but actually out of sight. Place it in another room if possible. Studies show that even the presence of a phone, even if it's turned off, reduces your ability to concentrate. Your mind keeps wondering, what if someone texted me? What if I got a notification? Out of sight, out of mind is more powerful than you think. If you absolutely must keep your phone nearby, try placing it face down and far enough that you can't reach it without standing up. That small barrier is often enough to break the habit of instantly grabbing it. Practical exercise, the environment reset. Here's a small exercise: before your next study session, look around your desk. Remove everything that could tempt you: your phone, unnecessary books, random papers, even snacks. Leave only the essentials: your notebook, your textbook, your laptop if you need it. Then, start a 25-minute timer and see how much deeper your focus feels. Step 2, control notifications before they control you. Notifications are the silent killers of productivity. You're reading a paragraph, then ding, a message pops up. Even if you don't check it, your brain has already shifted attention. It takes time to get back into the flow. Some scientists say it can take more than 20 minutes to fully regain focus after an interruption. Imagine how much study time we lose because of constant buzzing. The solution is to be ruthless with notifications. Go into your settings and turn off everything that is not urgent. Do you really need to know immediately when someone likes your photo? Of course not. Keep only what's essential, maybe calls, maybe a calendar reminder. Everything else can wait. Another option is to use Do Not Disturb or Focus Mode. On most phones, you can set a schedule, for example, block all notifications from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. when you want to study. During that time, you'll feel a strange kind of peace, because your attention is no longer under attack. Step 3, use the Pomodoro technique to beat boredom. Here's another reason we often reach for our phones: studying feels endless. If you sit down thinking, I need to study for 3 hours, your brain feels overwhelmed. It looks for escape, and the easiest escape is social media. That's why the Pomodoro technique is so effective. It's simple: work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, take a longer 15 or 20-minute break. By breaking the work into small chunks, you trick your brain. Suddenly, studying doesn't feel like climbing a mountain. It feels like walking up a small hill, then resting, then walking again. Here's a tip: during the 5-minute break, don't go back to your phone. Because 5 minutes on TikTok can easily turn into 50. Instead, stand up, stretch, drink some water, or look out the window. Give your brain a real rest, not more stimulation. Mini story: Sarah and the 25-minute miracle. Let me share a quick story. Sarah was a university student who struggled to study for more than 10 minutes without checking her phone. She tried to force herself to do 3-hour study blocks, but she always failed. Then she discovered the Pomodoro technique. At first, she thought, 25 minutes. That's nothing. But when she tried it, she was surprised. For the first time, she studied without checking her phone. She finished one Pomodoro, then another, then another. By the end of the day, she had completed 4 hours of study almost effortlessly. Why? Because she respected her brain's limits instead of fighting against them. Step 4. Make social media less tempting. Even if you hide your phone, sometimes your brain still craves that dopamine rush from social media. You know the feeling: I'll just check for a second, and then you lose half an hour. So, what can you do? Make it harder to access. One method is to log out every time. If you have to type your username and password, the barrier is enough to make you think twice. Another trick is to remove the apps from your home screen. Out of sight, out of mind works for apps too. If you're really serious during exams, you can uninstall the apps completely and reinstall them later. Yes, it sounds extreme, but sometimes extreme problems require extreme solutions. You can also schedule your social media time. For example, decide that you'll only use Instagram from 8 to 8:30 in the evening. When you delay the reward, you train your brain to be patient. You're not saying never. You're just saying later. That small shift makes self-control easier. Step 5. Train focus like a muscle. Focus isn't something you either have or don't have. It's a skill. Think of it like lifting weights. If you try to lift 100 kilograms on the first day at the gym, you'll fail. But if you start with 10 kilograms and increase slowly, your muscles grow. Focus works the same way. If you're used to switching apps every 2 minutes, don't expect yourself to study for 3 hours immediately. Start with 20 minutes of deep focus. Do that consistently. Then push it to 30, then 45, then 60. Step by step, you'll get stronger. And here's the best part: once your brain gets used to focusing, it becomes enjoyable. You enter something called flow state, a condition where you're fully absorbed in a task. Time flies, and distractions disappear. Flow feels amazing, and it's only possible when you build focus like a muscle. Step 6. Use rewards to motivate yourself. Why is social media addictive? Because it gives small rewards, likes, messages, videos, constantly. Our brain loves rewards. So, why not use this psychology for studying? Set up a system where after each study session, you get a reward. For example, after 2 Pomodoro sessions, you can eat your favorite snack. After finishing a chapter, you can watch an episode of a show. After completing the day's goals, you can spend guilt-free time on social media. This way, studying is no longer just about discipline. It's also about excitement. Your brain knows, if I finish this, something good is waiting. That small shift can make a huge difference in motivation. Step 7. Remember your bigger purpose. At the end of the day, tools and tricks help, but the most powerful motivator is purpose. Ask yourself, why am I studying? Is it for a better career? To pass an exam? To open new opportunities? To make your family proud? To achieve a personal dream? Every time you feel tempted to pick up your phone, remind yourself of the bigger picture. That short video might give you 5 seconds of entertainment, but your goal can give you a lifetime of fulfillment. Distractions steal your future. Focus builds it. Practical visualization exercise. Here's a quick exercise you can try tonight. Close your eyes and imagine yourself 1 year from now. Picture yourself achieving your goal, holding your graduation certificate, getting that promotion, speaking English fluently, or whatever your dream is. Feel the pride, the freedom, the confidence. Now open your eyes and realize, every focused study session brings that vision closer. Every time you resist distraction, you are literally building your future. Mini story, Ahmed and the no-phone zone. Ahmed was a medical student who loved his phone a little too much. He checked Instagram 40 times a day. When exams came, he panicked, he couldn't concentrate. So, he created what he called a no-phone zone. In the library, he left his phone in a locker. At first, it felt uncomfortable, like he lost a part of himself. But after a few days, something magical happened. He started enjoying the silence. His mind felt clearer. His grades improved. And when he finally checked social media in the evening, he didn't feel guilty, he felt proud. That small change transformed his entire study routine. Conclusion and recap. Let's wrap this up. We've talked about how to study with focus and avoid distractions from phones and social media. Let's recap the 7 key steps. Change your environment, keep your phone out of sight. Control notifications, turn off the non-essential. Use the Pomodoro technique, work in short, focused bursts. Make social media less tempting, log out, uninstall, or schedule use. Train focus like a muscle, start small, build up. Reward yourself after study sessions. Keep your bigger purpose in mind, remember why you're doing this. If you apply even 2 or 3 of these, you'll notice a difference within a week. You'll finish tasks faster, feel less stressed, and, most importantly, you'll prove to yourself that you are in control of your attention. Remember, this is not just about studying. It's about life. In a world full of distractions, the ability to focus is a superpower. And the best news? Anyone can develop it. That means you too. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of English Sound. Remember, every time you tune in, you're not just practicing English, you're also learning how to live with more clarity, focus, and success. If you found this episode helpful, try sharing it with a friend who also struggles with distractions. Together, you can build better study habits. Until next time, stay focused, stay consistent, and keep learning with English Sound. See you in the next episode.